the merits of the PowerPoint presentation. First point, structured information. It is the merits of a PowerPoint presentation, structured information. Highly organized and readily accessible information through structured form. And second one, easier to engage your audience. Striking images can hold an audience attention. And third point, easy to present figures in large volume of data through charts and graphs. And fourth, due to speaking and different intonations, we can explain things easily in a creative manner. And fourth, visualization helps readers see what you are explaining.
Hello everyone. Today I am present 5 elements of bad presentation. First one, ignoring the audience. Second one, images and videos with poor quality. Third one, heavy slides. Fourth one, technical issues hinder the presentation. And fifth one is, if presentation lost during the PPT presentation, then audience can misinterpret it. Thank you. I'll invite group room 2 for next presentation.
Hello, this is group room 2. The good features of the presentation are that number one, good at presenting things visually, that is by chart, graphs, etc. It is easy. Second, it is easy to create and can incorporate other medias. Third, it enhances our messages. That is good for presenting a map for talk. Fourth, it reveals the important features of of the topic which we have choose. Fifth, it speaks clearly and it is very simple when there are graphs and charts to present. Sixth is involving the audience and we need to focus on their needs, whether they are comfortable what we are speaking with it. Seventh, stay within the time limit. And the last is we have to smile and make eye contact with the audience.
Good morning, everyone. The bad points about presentation I would like to say is that bad background or contrast color or bad fonts. Then there is no interaction with the audience. A lot of bullet points and pictures are crammed into each slides. Then turning the back while explaining the presentation actually to the audience, and then directly reading from the slides. Actually, audience can read the slide, read the presentation themselves. You have to just include your points about what you think about your presentation. Thank you. And I would like to invite group 3 for the next presentation.
I am Surbi, and I'll tell you the good points about the presentation. And good points are good presentation helps you avoid miscommunication. There's no miscommunication as the topic is represented well. It helps you to represent your topic well. It shows your leadership skills. A good presenter is a good leader. It helps you to engage with the presentees to the one who are whom you're presenting. It also impacts your business or the thing you're presenting. The listeners gets to interact with you. Thank you. I'll ask Tukaram to show the bad sides, bad effects of the presentation.
Hello everyone. Myself Tukaram Goswami. I will tell the bad elements of presentation. The first is lack of communication. So if the presenter is given the bad, the topic is not related to the then second is a loss of listening interest. If the presentation, then people will lose their interest. They will not concentrate on the presentation. Then the third is a waste of time and money. So if the presenter is not giving the as per the knowledge what is the topic is there in presentation, and he goes to the out to the topic, then it will be waste of our time and also money. Then fourth is impact on your business. So if suppose I am the presenter, I am giving the if I am the presenter and I am giving the presentation of my company, and I given the presentation of my company, and it is not related to the my company, so it will be effect on my business. Then third is a poor leadership. Thank you. I would like to invite the fourth team member.
Good morning, everyone. Myself Himani Setwal, and today I'm going to explain the elements of good presentation. First thing, I think, which is most important in giving good presentation is involving your audience. It will to involve your audience. First, give the knowledge about yourself, who you are, from which background you belong. This will help the audience to know about yourself as a person. Second point is start with a story to grab attention of your audience. You presenter should start with a story. This will involve your audience. The third one is speak naturally. Don't try to recite all the things which for presentation. This will make the presentation quite boring. To make presentation more interesting, speak naturally. Fourth thing is encourage Q&A. Everyone in the audience have some question in their mind, but they are not able to ask the question to presenters. Presenters should arrange a Q&A session for the audience. Then next point is use of colors that will contrast and complement the theme of presentation. This will make the presentation more attractive and beautiful. Then next point is stay relaxed. While presentation, the presenter should be relaxed. He should not have any burden in his mind. So to be relaxed, he should be properly prepared for the presentation. So that's all for good points, elements of in the presentation. I will
Good morning, everyone. Myself Mayur, and I will be talking about 5 bad elements about PPT. The first is not preparing properly. Careful presentation is essential. It is said that well planned is half done. So preparing plays a very vital role in presenting any presentation. So you have to prepare very well. If you are not well prepared, you will not deliver. Ignoring your audience. Sometimes speaker can get so wrap up in the delivering the presentation that they forgot about the needs of their audience. So this should be avoided. The third one is using inappropriate content. The primary purpose of information with others. So it's important to consider the level you will pitch it at. So you have to give proper content so that the audience will be always involved in seeing or interacting at PPT. Few points to take points. This long audience, you will lose your can spoil a good PowerPoint presentation. So it's worth spending time getting your right. Unnecessary animation or front that are too small to read should be avoided. Overcrowding of text should be avoided. Improper content should be avoided. And that's it. I will invite group number 5 to continue.
Hello, good morning, everyone. I am here to discuss about the good elements of presentation. The first one is connect with the audience. It means we should involve with the audience. Second one, focus on audience need. That is what audience expects from us. Third one is keep it simple. Means in this we should concentrate on the core message. Fourth one is we should have the agenda of things to be presented. Fifth one, presentation has to be explained clearly. Thank you.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Diksha Patwari. I'm here to discuss 5 elements of a bad PPT. First element is the PPT is too wordy. The presenter should avoid making the PPT too wordy or avoid using difficult terminology in order to highlight the important content and so that the audience understands the main content which the presenter is showing. Second is use of too many colors in the PPT. Use of too many colors in the PPT will make the PPT visually disturbing, and the audience will get distracted from the main words and the content which the presenter is trying to show. The third point is use of inappropriate words and gestures in PPT or presentation. A presentation is generally conducted in a work environment or an educational environment. So the speaker should avoid using inappropriate words or gestures in such a formal environment. The fourth point is inappropriate length of PPT. The PPT should neither be too small so that the audience does not remain uninformed, and it should be neither too large so that the audience loses interest in the PPT altogether. And the fifth point is use of complex charts. If the presenter uses complex charts which the audience is unable to understand, the whole point of the PPT um, that is to that is to inform the audience um, will the presenter will fail in that objective. Thank you. I invite the next group 6, to present further presentation.
Good morning, everyone. Myself, Vedika Sureka, and I'm here to speak about the elements of a good presentation. I would like to start with body language. Body language, in terms of posture, eye contact, movements, communicate a lot about what we are thinking or how confidently are we conveying our message. Secondly, another important element is that we focus and concentrate more on the core message that we want to deliver. We may use more of charts and statistics so that the message is conveyed more effectively. Thirdly, we should create an easy to flow structure. So the slides and the messages should be organized well so that the message is conveyed effectively. Fourthly, we must have a plan for a smooth delivery. This would create interest among the audience and the message would be conveyed well. Last but not the least, we must have passion and connect with the audience. A good understanding about the background of the audience and the level of familiarity about the subject among the audience is an important factor to determine how conveniently and effectively are we able to deliver our message. Now I would like to invite Vaishnavi to speak about the bad elements of a presentation. Thank you.
Hello everyone, I am Vaishnavi Bansal. I will address the bad points of the presentation. First, mumbling and not talking properly. Person can mumble while reading the presentation and the words may not be clear, failing to address the audience attention. The second one, there are too much text in the presentation. This is the third one. And reading, one can read from the slides and that would be not appropriate. No scripting in your presentation. I would invite now room number 7 for the task.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Runal. I'm here to present some points on good presentation. The first one being, the first and foremost, very important, the cover page should be catchy and the starting should be crisp. The content should be point-wise and precise. And the gesture, that is the body language, inclusion of eye contact, your hand movements, the way you stand are very important while giving a presentation. The third point will be visual effects, animations, transitions, use of graphical representations, charts, tables will help the audience to be glued to your presentation. Readable font and the color and text are very important. This should not be the case that the color is very light and the people are not able to read it. The font is really too small and hence we cannot read what's going on in the presentation. The speaker should be confident and really well prepared while he is delivering the presentation so that the presentation is really very smooth and flowing. The fourth point is sleek and consistent look. the design of the PPT should be consistent. The first page is something else and the last page is not matching with the first page. This should not be the case. And the last point being, there should be a proper conclusion and proper takeaways from the presentation, that what audience should be taking home with them with the conclusion of the presentation. So that's it. Handing over to Shravani. Shravani.
Yes, thank you, Mrunal. This is Shravani Sasmal, and I'm going to talk about elements of bad presentation. So first one is starting with an apology. When you are late for your presentation and you don't have your materials ready, you start with an apology first. Then this is the bad habit. Second one is asking for extra time. When you are moving too slowly and explaining too many contents, you generally ask for the extra time. Third one is reading of your slides. Whatever you have written in your slides, you are just reading from your slides. So this is also the bad habit for presentation. Fourth one is miscommunication between team members. Miscommunication can arise in a team when your contents are not decided properly and you don't know when to start, then it will arise. Sixth one is putting of too much jargons and text. Jargon means the technical words, which too many people don't understand the technical words. So if you put too much jargons in your presentation, then it will be too poor communication with the others. Sixth one is poor designed presentation material. Poorly designed presentation material. When you're poorly designed your presentation, like you're putting off the transitions too badly, it will affect your presentation. Thank you. I would like to invite group 8 for their presentation. Thank you.
Good morning, everyone. The good points, the good elements of presentation are: the cover page should be eye-catching. Second, professional presentation must have proper introduction, body, and conclusion. Third, concentration on your core message. Fourth, smile and make eye contact with your audience. Fifth, PPT shouldn't be monotonous.
Good morning, everyone. I am Archana Maurya. So, 5 features of bad presentation are ignoring your audience. One should never ignore audience. We should connect with them. Second, presenter should not talk too fast during presentation. Third one is reading from your slides. Fourth one is using inappropriate content which is not relevant for the presentation. Fifth one is setting font size too small, which is difficult to read. So I would like to invite team 9.
Hello, I am a team Mir Pandokar from team 9. I will tell about the good things about the presentation. First, acknowledge. Before you getting started your presentation, you have to learn about the topics and to get the knowledge about that topics. And second is the confidence. You know about the impossible moment, but you going into the presentation with the confidence really helps to sell it to your audience. Third, body language. They have the body language is the eye contact, smile on the face. You have the some important things about the body language. And fourth point is the passion. You keep the active audience is not a easy tasking, especially within the while the information to do the doubt important. Delivery the topic with a passion can often the time translate audience and forming their own interest in the subject. When you can speak the passionately and equally about the subject. So, fifth point, clarity. You should presentation is a mostly clarity. Could check all the box for the about the qualities, but your audience learn to the presentation on not knowing your languages. You can clear about the on her languages for the presentation. I will I think I will say about the Priyanka Jha to tell about the bad things of presentation.
Thank you, Mihir. So, hello everyone, this is Priyanka. I'm here to highlight some features of bad presentation. So, the first point is presenters should not ask for extra time. It should be completed in a given time. And the second one is presenters should not mumble through their speech. It will disconnect the audience. Third one is presenter should not always read from the slides. He should explain in his own speech rather than reading from the slides. Fourth point is a presenter should not start with a point that I'll keep this in short, or hello, can you hear me, or I didn't have much time to prepare. It has a bad impact on the audience, and the audience get disconnected. And the last point is bad text placement or distracting font can disconnect the presentation from the audience. So with this, I would like to conclude now, and I would like to invite our next team, Team 10.
Hello guys, my name is Aniket Parab and I'll be highlighting key elements of a good presentation. So firstly, a presentation should be informative and precise to be a good presentation. Secondly, use of various PPT features such as graphics, animations, transitions will make the presentation more attractive and engaging. The presenter should be loud and clear, and he should have a clear understanding of his subject so that he can explain the concepts better. My fourth point is the presentation should allow participation from audience, which will intrigue them more. And last but not the least, the presentation should be short, simple, and clear. I ask Shruti to continue.
Hello everyone, my name is Shruti Karekar and I'm going to talk about some uh, element elements of bad presentation. So first is if the presentation is too lengthy and also when the presenter asks for extra time. The second is the presenter should not make use of paragraphs. Um, then third is when the presenter make use of inappropriate language or humor. Fourth is when the presenter is just reading from the slides and not explaining the concepts. Fifth is the speaker should be clear and loud, and also going too fast or too slow makes the presentation looks bad. Uh, thank you. I ask the next group to present.
Hello everyone. Today I am presenting the benefits of presentation. Hello everyone. Today I am presenting the benefits of presentation. First is PPT presentation are customizable. PowerPoint slides can be easily customized. Companies can get a PPT touch up or a PPT makeover designed by top PPT designers. The presentation can be a combination of both images and text. Second one is PPT presentation leave an impression. A lasting impression with business stakeholders, clients, and investors is important. Third one is PPT presentation help collaborate ideas. PPT presentation allow team members to collaborate and ideas to improve either the flow or design elements. The presentation then becomes. Fourth is PPT presentation helps save time. Hiring a professional presentation design agency can save time. All one has to do is brief the agency with basic content and the custom presentation is designed to good effect. Fifth one is a PPT presentation impact visually. An engaging PowerPoint presentation combines the uses of graphics, animation, and multimedia. The ideas are turned into effective business communication. The overall addition of audio, video, and visual imagery provides a visual impact that audience. For the presenter, the blend of animation, visuals, and the text builds interaction. Sixth one is face-to-face significance. A presentation provides an opportunity to meet your customers and prospectors in person. Using a presentation as part of sales campaign and can improve results. These benefits include the power of reciprocation, the influence making someone has on decision making. Thank you so much. I ask for Priya for disadvantages.
Hello everyone, my name is Priya. I am going to address the element of bad presentation. First point is information and information underload. The speaker memorized only the content of the presentation. That's why when the listener or the audience will ask question about the slides, then he will unable to speak too much about that thing. The second point is lack of focus. The speaker only speaker is talking about too much things which is beyond the subject, so we have to speak only about the content of the presentation. And third, the reading directly from the screen. Sometimes the speaker will show the slides and reading from the slides. That is that is also a bad presentation. Choosing poor or complicated design. Sometimes the speaker choose design template from the Google that will go wrong. For example, using blue and orange template that makes complicated templates and also confuse the audience. The fifth point is including too many slides which is not relevant for the subject. That makes also a bad presentation to the audience, and audience will also confuse about the what the speaker wants to speak. Uh, I am I would like to invite group 12 for the presentation.
So I'll be saying the good. I'm actually good one. I'll be saying the good qualities that a presentation is actually supposed to have. The first point is information. Any presentation should actually have information that is sufficient. It should stay to the topic and not have too much or too less of information. So basically, the information should be audience based, and we should not use any kind of technical jargons in presentations which the audience may not actually understand. Any presentation must actually be systematic. This is the second point. Any presentation must be systematic. So we should use a proper font size, proper underlining, use of margins. We should properly place titles, contents, and pictures, and not cramp up information, which would confuse the audience. Again, time. One must always take care of the timing of any presentation. Basically, it should not be too long or too short, because making it too long might actually bore the audience, or too short would not deliver sufficient information to the audience as well. So there should be a proper balance maintained between both. We should always try to grab the audience's attention. So seeking audience participation using visual effects, proper transitions would actually make any presentation more interesting. It would grab the audience's attention, which is essential to ensure the audience retains the information for a longer period of time. Now coming to the structure, this is the last point. Structure. We should at the end of any presentation, one must actually ensure proper summarization of the information. There should be proper sequence and chronology in any kind of presentation, and in terms of design also there should be consistency. Using different designs and different slides might actually make the presentation look very weird and bad. And when we use data basically in presentations, it's always better presented on graphs, tables, in any way that would help the audience retain the information better. So now I would like to pass on to Mohit, who would actually read out the bad qualities of presentation. Thank you.
Hello everyone. I will say the bad elements about the presentation. First, it is use too much text on the each slide. Second, if I use excessive movement on the slide, that means I use the more animation effects in the slide. Third one is use more complex chart. It means I will use, if if I will use the candlestick or matrix chart or pyramid charts in the presentation, that is not better understanding to the clients or students. And fourth one is read from presentation. There is a bad thing for the read from presentation. There is an option will give in a PPT that is notes to presentation or footnotes. And fifth point is ignoring to our audience. This is the last room